What up, what up? Good morning. I know I totally said I was going to go live at a different time, but I have some things I need to do today, so I need to get this out now. So come join me. I'm going to be all over the place, but that's part of my crazy lifestyle. So when you hop on, tell me what up, tell me where you're from. So make sure you say hey when you're on, guys. So you guys can help me make some breakfast. We're going to talk some paleo, and I have lots of positives to say about paleo. So I'm pretty excited to be talking about this. My breakfast is not going to be paleo. So if you guys are on, give a shout, say hey, let me know you guys are on because I see you guys popping on. What's up, Tiffany? I'm going to have to, let's see, how am I going to do this? Because I got to prop, I guess I could prop my phone up with the coffee while I grab my eggs. Okay, guys, so you're going to see me kind of go back and forth. Okay, so I'm going to talk a little bit about the paleo lifestyle, not a diet. Paleo, I'm going to first and foremost say this, paleo is not a diet. This is probably one thing that I really feel people, if they go to do paleo, please let me don't drop these eggs. You're going to get lots of weird angles from me. If they go to paleo, this is something you need to be doing long term. Okay, hold on. I'm going to put my eggs down because I'm afraid I'm going to drop them. I'm like, they're in my hand that I'm propping my phone up with. Okay, so what exactly is paleo? Paleo is basically known as the caveman's diet. It is the diet that that we're all related to, because we are related somehow, ate. Basically, how I like to word it is it's all one ingredient items. So eggs, chicken, turkey, beef, things like that. This is not paleo. This is processed. Okay? Processed foods are not paleo. I remember there was a Dr. Oz show, and I don't know if you guys saw it, so I guess I can prop my phone up now that I am. I'm going to start cracking the eggs. Thank you guys for watching my... Okay. Woo! Oh, I forgot the fucking turkey bacon. Hang on. Hang on, guys. Oh, let me grab my bacon. Okay. Turkey bacon. How many people think turkey bacon is paleo? Because if you do, you are wrong. Just to show you guys, I don't know if I'm sure it's going to be backwards, but that's the ingredients, guys. So a lot of people, because I used to do paleo, I did not do it for very long because for me, as I've shared multiple times, and I'm actually going to go into a series about my eating disorder and stuff, any type of food deprivation sends me into a whirlwind of binging. So paleo was not for me because with paleo, they want you to like eliminate your grains and, you know, I believe beans as well. But it's mostly you get your like carbohydrates and stuff from fruits and veggies and things like that. So when you think of paleo, just remember one ingredient item comes from the earth, comes from the animals, and have you whatnot. Now, there are some people who, and I guess I kind of believe this, who scientifically say we can never go full caveman. We can never go full caveman diet because unless you are out there physically hunting your food, that you are actually, you know, killing the cow. That sounds so bad because my, you know, backyard is all cows and I hate because they do slaughter them and we get the baby cows. It hurts me in the feels, but I'm not going to stop eating my cow. That if, unless you are fully growing everything yourself, you're not fully paleo, whatever. But I know there's lots of people that will fully just kind of eat the one ingredient item. So when you go grocery shopping, if this is something you think you would like to do, this is the type of lifestyle you want to do, you really want to stay like in the produce section and the meat section. Everything else sucks. There are some, I have seen, there's a couple other coaches that I follow that do paleo, and they will find like protein bars and things that are all paleo friendly. I guess from all the research I've done on that, I feel like it's still counteractive because when you're eating paleo, you're eating unprocessed, and that is a process. So like, I remember the Dr. Oz show, and I think I started talking about this, and then I, of course, lost my train of thought because I'm doing 20 things. The Dr. Oz show had some contestants come up on stage. Sorry, I'm cracking eggs. And he had a bunch of boxes of different types of foods, and like, I think there was Cheerios. I can't remember. And he was talking about processed foods, and the people were supposed to pick which foods were or were not processed. And this was a really long time ago. I think I had just started Beachbody coaching, and I was kind of stumped because I think I even thought the box of Cheerios wasn't processed, but everything is processed. If it has more than one ingredient in it, it is a processed food because there was a process making it. What's the matter? What, did you drop your mum? I do not like egg yolk. I think egg yolk tastes like the smell of wet dogs. And now the baby's fussing. Watch. Why he always does this when I have to go like, hi, will you want me to come over to you? Did you drop your mum? Here. There you go. Okay, I'm going to just step away from him for just a second because if he keeps seeing me, he's going to flip out. So I wanted to give you guys some, I'm blurry now, some facts from some research that I have been doing yesterday after I was talking about the keto thing. Gosh, this is really blurry now. Let's see if I can get it to, sorry I'm so blurry, guys. Okay. Okay, so one of the biggest things that people ask is why no grains? Because grains were not part of our diet back then. So there's a guy, his name is Mark from Mark's Daily Apple. Grains can cause a funky response in your system. Grains are composed of carbohydrates, and these carbs turn into glucose, which is, sugar, and our system to be used for energy and other various tasks to help our body function, which, is energy. But a lot of the times it just kind of stores into our body and we don't tap into that. We don't use that, and that's how we end up gaining a lot of weight. So most grains contain gluten and lectins. What are they and what's wrong with them? So this was huge, and this is something I wanted to share with you guys. So I'm just going to kind of read from what I got online. I don't like to just make up my own facts. I like to read what I see. So it says gluten is a protein found in things like rye, wheat, and barley. And like I touched on yesterday, gluten-free diet was huge for so long. Gluten can cause issues with your gut if you have some gut health problems. So a lot of people have to eliminate gluten. They have an allergy. So much of our population has become gluten intolerant, which is why so many people are gluten-free. A lot of people who are gluten-free go to paleo because they're not eating the grains. Those who are gluten intolerant can develop an array of medical conditions, joint pain, reproductive problems, acid reflux, and a lot more. And I do believe in the acid reflux part because my son, Caleb, has acid reflux, and we think a lot of it does come possibly from gluten, but he's taking some other stuff so we don't have to eliminate it because, like I said, I don't care what I'm allergic to. If it doesn't kill me, I'm going to eat it, but that's me. And this isn't about me. So what is a lectin or whatever? They are natural toxins that exist within grains to defend against consumption. Yup, guys, grains have evolved to keep themselves from being eaten by us. They are not a fan of our and our digestive tract. I'm going to say that. I'm not going to quote what he says because I can't pronounce that word. They prevent the tract from repairing itself from normal wear and tear, and that causes lots of issues, which is why so many people who consume way too many processed carbohydrates can't poop, okay? They have problems being super, super gassy. So a lot of people who will choose to go into the paleo lifestyle, again, of eating one ingredient items that are not grains, they tend to feel better. They don't have as many gas problems and things like that. I don't know why the hell I got up because I wasn't done reading that stuff. So that's just a couple reasons of why grains are not good for you. Now, some people, like I said, I am for grains. I believe they are a great source of energy, but for paleo, no. And grains, they say, are really unhealthy. They're dangerous. again, to each their own on that. Basically, paleo eradicates sugar. They don't want you to have the processed sugar. Now, natural sugars from fruit and stuff obviously is perfectly fine. So no grains, no sugar, no processed food. There you go. So, and that's a lot of people who have diabetes go to paleo as well because of that elimination, because the processed carbohydrates can spike insulin levels. So a lot of people will ask, well, where the hell does my energy come from? Like with keto, your energy comes from fat. When you eat a balanced lifestyle like myself, it comes from processed carbs, which I'm going to keep eating because that's my life. From what I have read, and again, I don't know too many people who do paleo anymore because the keto is such a big thing right now. But apparently our bodies are designed to operate on a lower amount of carbohydrates than what we're used to eating. Now, the thing is when you go and you switch your lifestyle change and you switch and you go to a different type of diet, it will take time for your body to adjust, of course. It will take time for your body to, feel better. They say it takes 21 days to break a habit and 21 days to make a habit. So for 21 days, you can expect to feel like shit. So that's, kind of what you can expect, and that's not just with this is with anything. So when you have less carbs, you have less glucose in your system, which means your body will start to use your fat as a fuel source, which is like keto, because essentially with your paleo, you will be consuming a little bit more fat and proteins, just because that's basically, what happens. So you're kind of maybe asking, like, why are all carbs bad? No, carbs still serve a purpose in our body, but you're going to be getting your carbs from natural, fruits and vegetables. And basically, like sweet potatoes and things like that are great. Sweet potatoes are full of vitamin B. The one thing I like with the paleo versus the keto diet is you're not going to be losing too many essential vitamins and nutrients because you are still getting, fruits and vegetables and stuff like that. Okay, so I'm going to go through, I kind of put together a little list of things that you can eat, and this will be up on my blog, so I'm kind of reading off of my blog right now. So if you're cutting out all grains, almost all processed food, you don't get dairy, you're left with other things that occur naturally. Again, paleo is caveman. What did they eat before they had grocery stores? Meat. Now they want you to go organic, grass-fed. That's true paleo. Grain-fed animals, it causes the same problems instead of grass-fed. So you can basically eat chicken, duck, turkey, things with wings, fish. Wild caught is best, not anything that has super high mercury. Like tuna has really high mercury, I believe. I don't really eat a whole lot of fish except for like salmon. Eggs, vegetables, as long as they're not fried and coated in butter and cheese. Oils are great for you. Olive oil, coconut oil, avocados. Avocados are great. Avocados are a great carb and fat source because they're high in both. Fruits, guys, load up on your fruits. People cut fruits out because of the sugar content. This is natural fruit. It's good for you. Nuts are good for you. They're a great snack. They're high in fat. They're high in carbs as well. Just don't be eating the full, tube of them or whatever. Sweet potatoes, yams, those are really good for you. So those are just some things that you can eat. I recommend if you feel like you want to maybe potentially do paleo, really look into it, and you can get some, shopping lists and stuff. Energy levels, I do feel, will probably be lower. Some of the, negative things with this is basically the energy side of it, and the potential with no carbohydrates. Hold on. I did put something. Let me go back to my blog. I just closed out of it. Sorry, guys. Bear with me. Okay. One thing I want to share is about overeating too much, because you can overeat way too much protein in eating paleo, because you are cutting out carbs. You're like, gosh, I'm hungry. How do I fill my calories? If you consume too much meat, you can end up having some liver problems. Hopefully that's okay. kidney damage, and osteoporosis as well. So that's just something to think about. And definitely do your research. You know, I'm not a professional in paleo or anything like that, but I did try it. It didn't work for me. So if anybody has questions, let me know. I will be posting my blog a little later today that will have a little bit more information that you guys can read up on. Tomorrow, I'm going to talk about my profession and what I believe in, and that's portion and moderation, and talking about how it works for me and why it works for me. This keeps getting blurry. So I hope that gave you guys a little bit of insight. Gosh, this is blurry. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.